It looks locked down. There's a card reader on the side, though. Mustn't damage this. Yeah, that did it. Ramon, I'm in Bartholomeuws' office, so if anyone finds you floating in the river tomorrow, it means he caught me here and I'm toast. Tabby, you can have my typewriter and my book collection, okay? Treat them well. Now, let's get into this safe and get out of here before Tinkle gets a chance to practice his crushing skills on my fragile little body. There's something under the carpet there. Oh, there's something under here. Not terribly well hidden, Bartholomew, tisk tisk. Though I guess he's not exactly expecting nosy visitors. This must be Bartholomew's safe. Whiskers, a paw print lock. Scarlet didn't mention that either.
Identification. Secure storage device MW394, Safe Masters of Kree, Manufacturing Division. All rights reserved, including the right to insult you. Introduction. Welcome, Furbag.
Hello, you rude safe.
Requirement. Authentication details required for function. Present passcode and biometrics. Furbag.
Rude and chatty, aren't you fun? Is this how you address all cats?
Explanation. Safe Master protocols dictate all clients be treated equally. Loophole. Protocols do not dictate specific treatment level. Execution. Contemptuous mockery. Furbag. Requirement.
It's a map of Firth.
Reluctant confirmation. Correct passcode entry.
Yes! I ran out, so I'll just borrow this roll. Bingo! Got some fingerprints from the paw print in the concrete. I can't activate this. I'm not an elevator magician. Yeah, that did it. I don't see how...
Hesitant confirmation. Correct biometrics.
The fingerprints are smudged now. Might as well get rid of them.
Disinterested confirmation. Pass grudging unlocking.
Finally, let's see what's in here. Wow. This must be one of his old awards. What? Wait, is that... That's blood. Someone was hit with this. Edgar. Does this mean that Bartholomew killed Edgar? She was Edgar's mother. So that's what she wanted me to see. This is interesting. So she, and that means she, wow, I need to get back and talk to her as soon as possible.
Did you find what you're looking for, Chaton?
You're Edgar's mother.
I believe the past tense is now appropriate, but yes, I hope you can understand now. I would never kill my own child.
There was something else. An award. It had blood on it. I think it's the murder weapon.
What? Bartholomew?
Perhaps?
Tu es en colère. The murder weapon was hidden in his safe? My son Edgar died in his club. What more proof do you need? Leave the city, Chaton. This is war.
You had access to his office too. You may have been Edgar's mother, but you've not been part of his life for, what, 30 years? If you wanted to frame someone... The tall cat spat on me.
Do you know what your words have cost me? You casually accuse me of murdering my own son because I was not with him when he grew up. Do you think I did not want to be? Do you think I did? I do not love him with all my being. Bartholomew is a monster. Sweet words around a dark heart. I knew it was true, even when I was with him, but I was afraid. He was making new friends, and they were dangerous. I made plans to escape, but then I became pregnant with Edgar, and then I was no longer afraid. I was terrified. If I left with his son, Edgar would never have been safe. I had my own ambitions, and I knew I would eventually butt heads with Bartholomew again. The only way to keep Edgar safe, properly safe, forever, was to...
Leave? She paused, struggling for words, and the rawness of the emotions that fought for control of her face made me look away.
I left after he was born, told that beast. I didn't care. I lied. It was my only option. I loved Edgar so much. He was so small, so beautiful. His life. He was my son. I had to protect him. If Bartholomew thought he meant nothing to me, he would be safe. Safer. Bartholomew would think he had to protect him from me. But Edgar would never be in danger from me. He could live in safety, grow up, be his own cat. So as long as Bartholomew or anyone else thinks I'm cold-hearted and uncaring, I have power and space to act. I can find out who killed him while everyone suspects me, and I can make the real murderer pay. If Bartholomew did this, then he is already finished.
Why was Edgar meeting with you? Did he know you were his mother?
No, he never knew. I didn't want to break what we had. He was happy. He had purpose. I didn't want to force him to split his priorities.
And what was his priority?
He was an amazing cat. Despite his father, he becomes someone I could be proud of. At the end, he came to me with a proposal, a unification of the families. He would become the head of the Montemeuws in time, and he wanted me to agree to work with him. Montemeuws and Catulets united.
A single crime family to control everything.
A single organization to bring stability to the city. But it doesn't matter now. That hope has ended with his death.
I was so sure I was right.
And yet, you are wrong.
I was mistaken. That doesn't mean the evidence I found isn't still relevant. You said Edgar was going to meet you at the establishment, right? The photo must have been the thing he was going to give you. Did he give you any indication about what the relevance was of the thing he was going to give you?
None. He only said he would let us discover who was selling fluff.
That pretty much confirms the mouse is selling fluff, then. Please, I want justice for Edgar. I promised that to Bartholomew, and I'm promising it to you too.
Then you promise justice to the very cat who will pay for murdering my son. Appropriate.
Wait, please, I don't think it was him when we spoke. His pain was clear. He was in agony.
Scoured by guilt.
I really don't think so, Scarlet. I don't think he did this. Or you. There's a third party involved here. Please, don't challenge him yet. Give me another chance to put the pieces together. You say Edgar wanted to make things better? Well, you and Bartholomew fighting it out on the streets, it's not going to achieve that.
I can tell you this. I have seen a building like the one in that photo. There is a memorial garden in the south of the city. It has metalwork in that pattern.
All right. That's something. Okay, thank you.
But I will not wait forever. Today, Chaton. And then I will not be stopped by anyone.
Ramon, just a heads up, I'm in a garden at night, and it's kind of spooky. If, something comes at me, I might throw you at it, okay? And if you hear any high-pitched screams at the same time, it's the other thing making those noises. Definitely not me, okay? So, this is the place Scarlet thinks Edgar's photo was taken. Plant vandals will be hit with a spade. Well, that seems unduly harsh. So this whole... I'm gonna... Oh, so that's what Eustace Magtheridon looked like. As a look I would describe as pirate raconteur attends daughter's school play. Locked as tight as Tabby's biscuit drawer. Whiskers. I'm not getting this. There's a... Take that, Mr. Sign, and Mr. Sign Writer, whoever you are, as if the grass needs to be protected. Get real. Oh no, another sign, I'm so scared. What does this one say? My signs are not a joke. Feel my watery wrath. What the? Ah! I'm going to rip that sign out of the ground! Take that! The sign part fell off. Typical low-quality insult signage. When will people learn? You always spend the extra for quality insult signage. Now all I have is this pointy stick. How many signs has this mad cat set up? Don't steal the sign. Well, don't spray me with water then, huh? Is Eustace really buried in the mausoleum in his park?
Oh yes, alongside spoils of his misadventures.
I need to get in there. Do you know how to unlock it?
Into his mausoleum? Why?
I think a mouse that can't exist is dealing drugs inside.
If you don't want to tell me the truth, just say so. The door is sealed with a lock that only our family crest can open.
Oh, I see. Sanctity of the family heritage and all.
Oh no, I couldn't care less. For your help with my vegan blighter problem, you may have it. Feel free to smash any garden gnomes you find in there while you're at it.
I certainly shall. I wonder. It fits! Good job! Ramon, I take back what I said about the garden being spooky. There's a coffin in here already, so they can bury me right away if I die of fright. Excuse me, do I gnome you? Ramon, did you hear that? Gnome you. That face looks familiar. Eustace Magtheridon, always in our hearts, except when we forget. Oh, the Magtheridon family tree, it seems, carved onto an actual tree. Very clever. I'm amazed the irritable gardener hasn't blown a gasket over this. What is that? Is that a vegan blighter? That looks nasty. I think I prefer the Oscar version. Looks like something might fit inside here. Hey, this fits. So the gnomes were the sacrifices? Tybalt would be delighted. Whoa! Well, goodbye, little gnome. Ooh, oil on that. Wow, you really absorbed that oil, Mini Oscar. Soaked it straight in there. Sorry, little buddy, but I'm gonna have to stick you on this, stick. Mini Oscar, the lantern! Tabby was concerned when I sprayed my briefcase with flame retardant spray, but who's smirking now? This makes Let's see what's hiding in here. What? Was that a giant mouse? Mousezilla? What's going on? Ah, Whiskers. He got away, and I damaged my Mini Oscar in the process. I could get another, but I got really attached to this specific one. Bee's costume shop. That's a label. That was a suit! This tore off the mouse when he escaped. It's not a giant mouse at all. It's a suit. Oh, a secret passageway! They're real! I knew they didn't just exist in stories! I have to see where this goes. This must be how that sneaky mouse gets in and out. Very clever. Nobody else can get in to rob him, and he can trade safely through the grating. Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about this. Tabby, I got into an old tomb at a memorial garden, and I poked the darkness, and it tried to escape, but it left behind this label.
I don't...
There was a big mouse hiding there, Tabby! Mousezilla is real, but he's not a giant rodent. He's just a guy in a suit. This label tore off when he made a run for it. Look!
Bee's costume shop. Oh, that must be where he got the suit from.
I need to go there, right now.
Hold on, sir. That's the adrenaline talking. When did you last sleep?
Yesterday week.
I figured. You need some rest, sir. This is a solid lead, but I can handle it for now. The place will be shut at this time of night anyway. Get some rest. I don't want you driving in this state, so just sleep in your office, all right? I'll go first thing tomorrow morning and find out who rented the suit this came from.
All right. Ooh, good idea. Thanks, Tabby. I'm just so excited. This is huge. This is a huge lead. Tabby probably did see Mousezilla then, and the big footprint. The person inside it must have been the one Desiree saw talking to Edgar. Desiree? Oh, I was just, Tabby, hey, it's Desiree from being locked in the chest at the Nitty Kitty.
Oh. Hello.
I'm sorry for arriving unannounced, Cuddles. I just had nowhere else to go.
What happened? Please, come into my office and we can speak. You're good, right, Tabs?
Yes, sir. I'll get to work on that thing we talked about.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Sugar. Was it anything important?
A big lead in the case. I think I'm getting close to finding that big cat you saw, and unbelievably, Mousezilla has cropped up again. But don't worry about that. Why are you here?
I wish I only had cats in suits to worry about, Cuddles. My life is in danger.
Oh, Whiskers, what happened? Tears blossomed in her eyes as they had the last time we met.
I was at the club, in my dressing room, collecting my things. I had hoped to take some time off. Suddenly, I heard yelling and crashing outside. I went to look and...
Yes?
Bartholomew, of course. He was screaming and throwing things, stabbing his fingers at Tinkle and Pepe. Something has happened to Sugar, and he is not happy about it. I can't be around him, Cuddles. It's only a matter of time before he snaps. And then...
What about your apartment?
He knows where I stay. I'm not safe there. I'm not safe anywhere he expects me. Could I stay here, Cuddles? Just for a day. 2 at most.
Oh, yes, I suppose that's fine.
Thank you, Cuddles. I already feel safer. Will you stay with me?
Well, I've been told to get some rest, so I'll be here all night. Although I'm not really in the mood to sleep.
Excited about your case, I'm sure. Mosilla, how exciting. Is this the fall of Bartholomew, then? Do you have proof against him? Or someone else?
No need to worry about all that now, Desiree. You can read all about it in the papers once I crack the case. I have something much more entertaining in mind for now.
Oh, I imagine you do, Cuddles. Why don't we take a comfortable seat and you can tell me about...
Max Full Power! Boom! I've got all his books. Ever read them?
Who?
Oh, my Whiskers, Desiree. You've never read any Full Power? Well, you are in for a treat. Okay, so I'll give you the core backstory to start. In the space year 10,411, a very special cat is spaceborne.
Well, where is he? Do I need to... Wait, someone's here. We'll talk later.
What a fascinating shop.
Oh, someone there? A customer, perhaps? Oh, dear, my old eyes can't see very well.
Bee's costume shop was a stuffy, gaunt little place. Nothing but a counter and some threadbare costumes lining the walls. An older cat stood behind the counter, slightly hunched and draped in either clothing or repurposed curtains. She should be able to help me. Oh, hello.
Oh, there you are. Welcome to poor Bee's costume.
Aw, sorry to hear that.
Now, don't you be worried about poor old Bee. She's a tough nut. She'll soldier on, always has, and always will. And who knows? Perhaps someday she'll save up enough money to be a millionaire. Wouldn't that be lovely?
I'm sure it would. And good luck working towards that. Do cats of a suspicious disposition ever come here?
Suspicious how, my dear?
Anyone who gave you the feeling they might be up to no good.
Oh, no. I don't think anyone like that comes in here, dearie. It's mostly my regulars, cats, who need to dress up.
Such as...
Mr. Drambo, the photographer, who loves to dress up like a tiger. He's so petite, but he does do his best to look intimidating. Bless him. Then there's Sir Alfonso with the monocle and the top hat. He's terribly proper.
Sir Alfonso, since when? We don't have royalty anymore. Ugh, I'm starting to dislike him as much as Cuddles does.
And the Count de Guilty, who always rents a skin-tight, black and white, striped number, a face mask, and a hemp bag with swag written on it.
The Count de Guilty. I mean, come on.
Oh, don't hold the name against him, dearie. It's not his fault. The guilties are part of the bedrock of this city. Have been for years. Their soirees are to die for.
That's all for now. Nothing extraordinary. I'd just like to ask about this label if you don't mind. It's got the name of your shop on it.
Oh, a lost label from poor Bee's costume shop?
Well, it just says Bee's Costume Shop. I didn't know about your money troubles until now. Did you rename the shop to reflect your financial status?
Oh, dearie me. Did I? Poor Bee just decided that since she's definitely not a millionaire, she'd let people know. In case someone came in here looking for an autograph from a rich person, like one of those wonderful Meg Thridens I'm always reading about in the newspapers.
Right. So, this label is quite important.
You didn't, did you? Expect a millionaire to be working here? Because I'm just poor Bee and awfully far from being a millionaire. I can't even imagine what it's like to be rich. I assume you'd be able to buy the servants new clothes for every day, instead of only once a month. That's the dream.
Yes, I expect it's quite nice.
I mean, if I was from that terribly well-respected and very wealthy Meg Theridan clan, I wouldn't need to work another day in my life. Why would they even own a costume shop to fill with their long, empty days with? No, Bee works hard every day, scraping together a handful of monies to afford some caviar water.
I think you were going to say caviar.
Was I? These terrible eyes of mine. I meant caviar water. Yes, just run-of-the-mill, everyday caviar water for all of poor Bee's working hard.
Ah, of course. So, I'm following up on this label as part of a murder investigation. It was attached to a mouse suit.
A mouse suit? I don't, can I see it?
Yes, of course. If you have a name or an address for me, that would be ideal. But if you don't keep records, I'd be okay with...
My records? I keep meticulous records, dearie. But, oh, what is this? Hello? What's that? At my shop? Where the nice cat just came to ask about the mouse suit? Yes, immediately! Oh, my dear, I've just received terrible news. There's been a murder here, too.
What? Someone phoned to tell you there's been a murder here. What happened? Have you called the police? Was that them now?
The police wouldn't get here in time. I can't take the chance that the killer might escape again. You're the only one who can help me.
Me? What can I do? And what do you mean again? And why didn't you mention any of this before we started speaking? What is happening?
There's no time to waste, dearie. Light your best detective cigar and let's make sure this scallywag is caught.
I don't smoke, and I'm not qualified to...
Fip-fop. Who needs qualifications? All you need is a steadfast belief in your own moral code. That
doesn't sound like a very good system.
Oh, who can help this poor shop owner solve this dastardly crime?
What am I seeing?
I know, dear, I know. It is hard to witness. Cheese Grater Bill, he's struck again. Poor old Sammy Manakino was just minding his own business when suddenly... Cheese grater sounds, cheese grater sounds, cheese grater sounds. His torso was gone.
Are you serious? That's just a mannequin.
Oh, no, don't listen to her, Sammy. Your expression might look a little wooden, but Mama knows you've got a heart of gold.
So, if I help you solve this crime, you'll give me the information I want?
Oh, yes, dearie, my mind will be much more settled once I know the killers behind bars.
All right, then.
First, we need to find out if dear Sammy saw anything.
I have no pressing need to be covered in... A dismembered mannequin.
We can gab later.
Shoo! I hear you've been murdered. Tell me about that.
Oh, Sammy. Sammy! Sammy, can you hear me? B. Oh, darling, B. I can. I'm still here, B, but I think it got me. It's so dark, B. I can't see. How bad is it?
Are you doing a voice?
Oh, Sammy, it's just a scratch. You'll make it, don't you worry. He finally got me. B, like he said he would. All those years ago when we was both working in the kitchen, Bill was always jealous of my potato peeling gig, B. He knew people respected potato peelers more than those cheese wranglers. Perhaps it is my time, B. Perhaps I deserve this, B. No, Sammy, please, don't talk like that. I've got the smartest girl detective in the city on the case. We'll find Bill and make him ungrate you, and you'll be back to peeling taters in no time.
Excuse me, girl detective?
You do that, B. You find him and you make him. Sammy? Oh, Sammy! No!
Very moving. What now?
Oh, I just can't bear to lose Sammy. Quickly now, quick! See if you can heal him.
Heal him? He's missing a torso! And didn't he just die?
Less whiffle waffle, girl. Sammy's bleeding out.
I suppose I can use these as makeshift bandages. Anything to get this over with faster.
There we go, Sammy. You're all batched up, just like your old self. Oh, B, I don't feel so good. It's time to touch the light. Shh, Sammy, you rest now.
Did he just die a second time? Wait, I forgot, I don't care. What now?
We need evidence to bring Cheese Grater Bill to justice. Search the crime scene, dearie. There's got to be something.
Why do you need me to do all of this? Can't I just go wait in the...
No, no, dearie. It's very... You have to stay with me until this is fully solved. Why, what if the murderer came back?
All right, whatever. Oh, look! A cheese grater. Could this be a clue? Oh, I wonder.
It must be. Look, on the side, there's a maker's stamp. Why, this cheese grater was made by Snoutboggle Industries. But how can that be? As you know, my dear, as we all know, Duke Fenwick Snoutboggle only makes utensils for the very wealthy. There's no way Sammy could have afforded a high-end cheese grater like this on his potato peeler's salary. Must be the murder weapon. There's only one villain that would dare wield it with such impunity. This is proof that Cheese Grater Bill has returned.
Yes, naturally.
But, alas! Oh, no. How will we find out where he is? There's only one thing for it, dearie. We'll have to confront Snoutboggle directly. We'll make him squeal.
Let's...
This way, dearie. Snoutboggle, oh, you rotter. You fiend. Sammy's dead, and I know you're involved. Tell me what you know about Cheese Grater Bill, or else I'll give you a paw-cosh right up the old finagle alley. Be, you hideous old poor person. How dare you accuse me of impropriety? Cannot you see how much money I have? Of course I'm innocent. As innocent as a thieving chambermaid. Why, I ought to write a stern letter about you to all the papers. All of them. But that's enough good cop. Show him the old one, too, dearie. Get him to tell us where Cheese Grater Bill is.
Behold, a cheese grater.
You see this, you sassy hornflogger? It's got your name all over it.
Actually, the name's just in the corner.
A cheese grater? Pah! Why, there must be Deeks cheese graters in this city. The poor are simply riddled with la grater du fromage. You'll never pin that on me. You leave us with no choice then, Snoutboggle. He knows where Bill is, dearie. I know he does. We'll have to rev him up a little.
And by we, you mean me?
If you would, dearie, I'm just so poor and old and poor. It will take more than that to make me talk.
Really? More than the loss of your head.
I feel like we've almost broken him, dearie. Again.
We've very clearly broken him quite a lot, actually, but sure.
No, please, s'il vous plaît, not the toes, or the hands, or the split. All right, I'll tell you everything.
Hurry up, then.
Cheese Grater Bill is forming la gang. A gang. He's got big ambitions. Soon, nobody will be able to buy cheese in this city without Bill getting a slice of the money, not the cheese. Although, since he'll control all the cheese as well. I mean, that is implied.
Truly a monster. Where is he, I wonder? Could it possibly be in this suspiciously dark area next to us?
I'll never tell! Jamais! All right, you convinced me. He's holed up at the old Cheddar House, near the old train tracks. Oh, dearie, you did it. We've tracked Bill down. Time to face this curdled villain and avenge dear Sammy.
Hooray! When we started this journey all those minutes ago, I hardly believed we'd ever get here.
To the Cheddar House!
Yeah, to the place. Or wherever.
There he is, standing villainously next to those old train tracks. And, oh, no! He's brought every cheese grater in town! If we get too close, he'll shred us.
The horror.
We've got you at last, Cheese Grater Bill. You've scraped your last rind. You're too late, Bee. Maybe if you weren't so poor, you'd have gotten here faster. When the train arrives, I'm gonna load it up with cheddar and drive it straight into town, see? There will be as much cheese as anyone could want, but not a single grater to cut it with, see? Nya, 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 nya. Oh, you monster. What sort of beast could even devise such a plan? I cannot let you do this. The people deserve better. They deserve Gouda. Stop him, dearie, by any means necessary.
Okay. Are we done?
Tie him up. We can't let him escape to enact his evil plan. Oh, my bandages.
Oh, you're alive again, are you?
Tell more, but I...
Oh well.
No! You trapped me! My plan is ruined!
Sure. So, are we done, Bee?
Good work, dearie. Time to deliver the justice he deserves.
Okay, so we're done here? Time for my thing? That's more than a little disturbing. If I was Cuddles, what would I do now? Well, lick the train until it short circuits, probably, but apart from that... Oh, hey there, weird train cat. I'm just gonna slip away and go check out your hiring record. See, no need to do anything. I got this. See you later. Cuddles out. Woohoo! This is the worst record keeping I've seen since Cuddles' desk. Lemur suit. Koala suit. Milk suit? Aha! Mouse suit! And the last person to rent it was... Whiskers! But these aren't names, they're just random sentences. Well, that one I know, actually. And that one... Oh, wait, that one too. Oh!
Dearie, what are you doing? Those are my private records. Put that down. Get your dirty paws off my things.
Sorry, thank you, brilliant. I need to go. Also, I know you're a secret millionaire, and if you ever want to put your money to good use, you can give a donation to Nutter Butter Investigations. It's a worthwhile cause, Kate. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sir, Cuddles.
Shush. Hey, Tabby, not too loudly, okay? Desiree's resting. We stayed up late talking about Max Full Power. Well, I guess I did most of the talking.
Oh, she's still here?
Yes. Why would you say it like that?
Never mind, sir. I got what we need, despite Beatrice.
Who?
The owner of the costume shop, one of the Megatherodons. Please don't ask for details. It's too soon for me to relive it.
Oh, Tybald's aunt. Yikes. He made her sound pretty mad. But you found out who rented the Mousezilla suit, right?
Not directly. Beatrice's records were terrible, but she did have papers naming all the suits she has, and apart from Mousezilla, get this, she also rents out a milk suit.
Oh, Duncan, of course! He rents his suit from a suit rental shop. That monster.
What? No, sir, I don't think that... Oh, never mind. It means that Duncan is probably Mousezilla.
Oh, of course, yeah, that would make sense. Of course he'd get all his suits from the same place. Was his name on the list of renters?
That's just it, sir. It wasn't. The page just had a long list of random phrases written down. Or so I thought until I got to the end. The very latest entry? A gentle cat in the desert.
His real name is A Gentle Cat in the Desert? Oh, this naming crisis in the city has really gotten quite a lot out of control.
No, sir. When I saw that, I double-checked all the other phrases on the list and remembered some of them from my trip to the university. They were all film titles. Then I remembered you saying that Duncan seems to have a scrambled memory.
Understatement of the year.
Right. So think about it, sir. A cat with memory issues who sells drugs on the side and rents a suit from the same place every time to do it. Now, this next bit is conjecture, right? But from what I know from friends, drug dealers literally always have a password you need to know before they'll sell to you.
Yeah, the cat at the Emporium mentioned he needed a password when he dealt Fluff.
Yes, I knew it. And those get changed often for security, I bet. So whoever gives Duncan the stuff to sell probably hammers the passphrases into his head to make sure he remembers. And then, when he rents suits, he writes down film titles instead of his name, as if...
They're stuck in his head. Tabby, you genius. The Fluff supplier uses film titles as passphrases. That's, well... Actually, how does that help?
A gentle cat in the desert, sir. I think we went completely down the wrong path. Edgar wasn't looking into his father's past. He'd figured out the current passphrase.
And he had a meeting scheduled with the Catulets for that same night. Oh, with the photo and the passphrase. He was gonna give them both to the Catulets. They would have been able to set a trap for Duncan, figure out who was supplying him. Someone must have decided they didn't want that to happen.
Sir, we don't know how often the passphrase changes. It might already have. We need to capitalize on this immediately.
You're right. I need to find Duncan. If the passphrase really is the only thing he can remember, perhaps I can jolt some more information out of him with it. Okay, I'll go try to find him right now. Great work, Tabster, really. Oh, and if Desiree wakes up, tell her she can stay as long as she needs, and I'll see her when I get back. Well.
Snow jumble?
Enough lies, Duncan. Do you see any snow around here? And a jumble? Ha! As if the cats of this city have time for jumble sales when they're cowering in fear from giant mice.
Laptop?
Don't try to distract me, Duncan. I know the truth. You are Mousezilla.
Kipper! Gripper!
I know you sell drugs from inside a mausoleum while dressed as Mousezilla. Duncan, the oldest trick in the book. And I don't think it's Nip you're handing out either. Who's your supplier? The Thems? Alfonso? Bartholomew? Huh? Cough up a name, Duncan.
Drumble Slam Aquafox.
Your little show won't work on me this time, boyo. I'm done indulging your little act. In fact, I've got something to say to you.
Up.
Do you like films, Duncan? I do, and I recently saw a gentle cat in the desert.
Monster!
Ow, Whiskers! He can really move when he wants to. Where'd he go? Ramon, I told Duncan the passphrase, and he fled to a junkyard. I followed his leaking milk trail here. That suit sure holds a ton of milk. Anyway, let's find out what secrets he's hiding here. What is that? Tucked away behind mounds of rusted cars and old dishwashers. Fluff plants. It had to be. Fields of them, stretching out to fill the gaps between the mountains of junk. I'd found the heart of the operation. Duncan, it's Cuddles. I followed you here. This is a lovely, junkyard you have. I'm coming in now. Please don't panic or anything, all right? It's just to talk. Just want to talk to you. Duncan, there you are. Duncan, hey, there you are. Duncan? Duncan, what are you doing? Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I can't see you. Ooh, not even nonsense responses. He must be afraid. Oh, that stinks. Ugh, it smells like fluff seeds and chemicals and all the equipment. Oh, I guess this is how they refined it. If it smells that bad being made, the final result really can't be good for you. What's this? Encouragement B. What a charming motivational tool. The B must be the big boss? It's frozen. I need to free the mannequin head before I can lick it. My tongue. Path. It free of the ice. I don't. The. Never know when you might need a mannequin head. Let's grab it. A telephone. Perfect. Okay, better let Tabby know what the situation is. What's the office number again? Badger, lemon, ginger, nut? Oh, wait, I remember.
Nutter Butter Investigations. If there's a bad thing happening you don't want to happen, or a thing that should be happening that isn't because of a different thing that's bad, we can help. Nutter Butter every day. Boop, boop, boop.
Tabby! Is that our new slogan? It's very impressive. Wow.
Thanks, sir. I wrote it myself. Why are you calling? Is everything all right?
I'm at a junkyard. When I told the passphrase to Duncan, he panicked and fled, so I followed him here. I'm just calling to say that I'm not leaving here until I get answers. I can't risk him escaping for good.
Junkyard. With a working phone?
A lot more than that, Tabby. Lab equipment, complex piping, there's some sort of huge vat, and big fields of strange plants. This isn't a small operation, Tabs. There is serious money at work here, and I'll bet my tail it's all being used to make fluff.
Fluff? Are you safe, sir?
I'd say so. The place is deserted apart from Duncan. I think I'll be fine.
All right, sir. Be careful. And keep me updated?
I will. Is Desiree doing all right?
Oh, you mean Platty? Yeah, she just left.
What?
Yeah, did a prissy little walk out of your office minutes ago, demanding I go get her a sandwich. I told her I don't work for her, and she... I'm sorry.
Of course! She's gonna get back.
Nutter butter investigations. If there's a bad...
Hey again, Tabs. It's me.
Hi, sir.
I poked around the area some more and found a head in a fridge.
Not again.
Oh, no, it's a mannequin head this time, but still creepy. It had a threatening note on it from someone with the initial B.
Perhaps lead with the mannequin part next time, sir. B isn't much to go on.
Bartholomew, right? I thought the same.
All right, I see.
I don't even like being immersed in water. Clean, fresh water. Green, translucent. An old metal lock. You've served me well lately, you frightening drink. So let's see if the last of you can solve just one more problem. The lock fizzled as the paint stripper did its job. As the last of the metal vanished, the hatch opened, revealing a river of green sludge. That's the last of the paint stripper. Finally, I can get rid of this horrible mug and the smell. Oh, it's so gross. Oh, there's been... It just moved! Oh no, it's alive! Oh. Horrible, slimy, wriggly worm. Thanks, life, for bringing me to this point. Why are these in the vats? Let's open this. Yeah, sticking this mannequin's head on a pole is a bit grotesque, but I'm sure he won't complain. Hey, that doesn't look half bad. I bet that I could win the student art prize at Meow Meow Furrington University. Talk to me, Duncan, please. I had to give the book back to Celestine. I don't know what to say to you. Talk to me, Duncan. What is your story, you weird? What is your... Talk to me, Duncan. Hey again.
Hi, sir.
Tabby, there's a vat here filled with bits of leaf and goopy fluid and...
That sounds disgusting, sir. You should probably stay away from...
I stuck my paw into it.
Right, of course you did. Are you okay?
I've still got goop in my fur, but yeah, I pulled one of the worms out, but I can't see anything special about it.
You said there were bits of leaf in the fluid? Are they the same as the plants you think are being farmed to make fluff?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh, then perhaps Professor Huggy would have some ideas. She knew what the seeds were after all. Let me give her a call and patch her in.
Hello?
Good evening, Professor. It's Tabby.
Oh, good morning, Tabby. You caught me just before my post-breakfast constitutional. It is a marvelous sunny day here in Pashon.
Hi, Professor. It's also Cuddles. I'm here, too.
Ah, Cinnamon, hello.
Still Cuddles.
Oh, no, thank you. I just 8 perhaps another time.
Oh, I mean, Professor, I need some help.
Don't we all, Cinnamon? I'll need some help replacing honey traps later, for example. I can see from here that we caught 2 tigers overnight. One of them is making a very rude gesture at me.
That's... Yeah, anyway, so I got a strange situation here. Do you remember the seeds I asked you about a few days ago?
Ah, yes, the incredibly toxic Cablor seeds. You're not having any symptoms, are you? Exploding toes, fur falling out, whiskers turning into bananas?
What? Bananas? No, thanks. I'm doing fine. But I found the place where the seeds are being grown, and based on what your contact told me, they're being turned into fluff.
Fluff?
Yes, you know of it?
No, not at all, but you built it up so dramatically. What is fluff?
A new drug. It's much worse than nip. Someone that isn't the Catulets is making it, and I think they killed my victim.
Scandalous!
There's a vat here filled with goopy fluid, crushed leaves, fluff seeds, and worms. I pulled one of them out. It's green. Do you have any idea what they're doing with all this?
Interesting. Bits of plant matter in a fluid suspension. And a green worm, you say?
Light green on dark. Yeah, green as can be.
Oh, why then, that must be one of millions of possible worm species on the planet. I need more cinnamon. How does it taste? Oh, no.
I am not licking a worm. It has goop on it, and it's a worm.
Stop being hysterical, Cinnamon. Goop is good for you, and hardly any worms are poisonous. Anyway, science is about truth. Do you want the truth about what's going on there? Then lick that worm!
Debbie, help!
What can I do, sir? If that's what the professor says it will take.
Lick that worm! Lick it! Lick the worm, Cuddles! Goodness! Lick that worm! Lick that worm!
I just want to point out, before my probable death by worm, that I have regretted not becoming a librarian twice already today, and this makes 3 times. Ah!
Cuddles?
Am I dead?
I don't think so, sir.
Then I wish I was. I think my tongue will be broken forever, Tabby. All I taste is worm.
What's the flavor, Cinnamon? The flavor!
Worm flavor. I don't know. It's a bit buttery.
Ah, good. You can put the antidote down then.
What? You never mentioned an antidote.
Focus, Cinnamon. You've confirmed my suspicions. Those are Maclorian greed worms. They're obviously using worms to extract the hallucinogenic compounds from the plants. Ingenious! Crushing the worms later would let them recover the concentrated compounds, and then they simply need to dry it and sell it.
So, these worms can extract fluff? Tabby, do you think that...
I was just thinking the same, sir. Professor, could these worms extract fluff from another source? Say, a person?
I suppose they might. What an interesting idea. You would simply need a lot more worms, of course, and it would have to be in a confined space.
Such as a vat full of them?
Yes, indeed, Cinnamon. That would definitely do it.
Thanks for your help, Professor.
Oh, only a pleasure, Tabby, and if you... There it goes! After it, boys! Don't let the claws touch you!
Professor?
I'm sure she's fine. So exposing Duncan to a lot of these worms may make him lucid?
Seems like, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna see what I can do to pull that off then.
Nutter.
Hey again.
Hi, sir.
Tabby, I found Duncan. He's in a shack, hiding in his milk suit.
What did he say?
That's the problem. He's refusing to speak to me at all. He was almost incomprehensible before, but at least he spoke. Now, nothing.
Sounds like you'll need to get creative. Can you lure him out with something?
Mill, remind me this? Duncan is still giving me the silent treatment.
Well, there has has to be something you can do. What about something milk-related? Milk-based? Milk equivalent? Don't forget what Professor Huggy said about the worms. There might be a way to use those on Duncan.
Actually, it's fine. Never mind.
Alright, I see how...
Well, when in doubt, lie, as Dad used to say. Actually, Ramon, that was a lie, too. He never said that. Hey, Duncan, there's a cat out here who wants to buy all the milk in the world. Can you help him with that? I know you're Mousezilla, Duncan. I saw you at the Memorial Garden. You've been going around in a suit, selling drugs, and getting seen by impressionable cats. Pepe saw you at the Nitty Kitty Club the night Edgar died. I thought he was nuts, but now... Duncan, did you kill Edgar?
Linwin, don't understand.
You're making fluff here, somehow, but there's no way you're running this operation by yourself. Who's the boss of you, Duncan?
Flup. Angilak.
It had to be the fluff he was surrounded by that had scrambled his thoughts. I could smell it in the air, making even my brain fizz a little. Knowing that didn't help me figure out how to get through to him, though. I couldn't just send him to the cops. They wouldn't treat him well. As annoying as he was, I felt like he needed my help as much as I needed. If I can't bring the worms to Duncan, maybe I can introduce Duncan to the worms. This is to help you, Duncan. Don't hate me. Or drown, okay?
Mod shrimp.
Wow, you can really smell that vat from up here now. Duncan falling in must have stirred things up.
What? Where am I?
Duncan, you're lucid! Oh, hooray for worms!
Worms? Who are you?
You don't remember me? The establishment? The garden? Being Mousezilla?
I remember. Suits. So many suits. And, yes, you chased me.
Yes, I'm Cuddles Nutter Butter. I've been investigating a murder and, well, you're right in the middle of the mess. Who are you making fluff for? Do you remember killing a white cat?
Killing? No, never. I only did what they said.
Who? Scarlet or Bartholomew?
I'll get hurt again if I tell.
No, Duncan. Whomever is behind this, I can protect you from them. I promise you. You will be safe. But I need to know, what is their name? Who is B?
Beatrice!
Beatrice? Wait, what? That's not a common name, and I've heard it tonight already. Beatrice Magtheridon? Tybald's aunt? The cat that owns the costume shop that you... Oh, yeah, okay. But why? She's richer than 10 fat monkeys and a golden jacuzzi. Why make fluff?
I don't know. She's scary. You make her mad, but don't do as she says. She sends hench tigers after you, or her lackeys will hit you and call you names. And if you need to disappear, she takes you out to the train tracks, and then...
I saw the head in the fridge, I think. I can imagine. Oh, so that's what happened to Cosmo's supplier, I guess. Yikes. Well, arresting an old lady shouldn't be too difficult, at least. What happened to you, Duncan? How did you end up like you were?
I was a scientist. She came to me with an idea, and she paid a lot of money. I was greedy with her funding. I set up this factory, experimented on plants, figured out how to make something more addictive than nip.
Fluff hurts cats, Duncan. Fluff gets people killed. Gumdrop, Edgar, who knows how many others?
I know. I knew. I didn't think they mattered. Lowlifes, I thought. Addicts. Nobody cares. But I've been stuck in a fluff trip for so long, Cuddles. In that world, it's horrible. You can't escape. All you can think is more fluff. I made a terrible mistake. I know that now, and I'm ready to pay for it.
So, you've been causing all those sightings of Mousezilla?
Yes, my idea before. The fog. Take an existing urban legend and slide into it. If someone saw you, you just ran away. No one, nobody would believe them.
What about Edgar? I know you were there the night he died. If you didn't kill him, as you claim, who did?
I didn't, I swear. I'm still a bit foggy, but I never hurt anyone, ever. I got a call that night from one of her lackeys. Told me to come to Nitty Kitty Club. I went up an elevator.
Bartholomeuws' office.
If you say so. There was a body. I carried it downstairs, dumped it in the main area, stuffed a nip bag they gave me into his hand, left out the back door.
Okay, so Beatrice sends someone to break into Bartholomeuws' office to dig around for information. They must have been rifling through the safe itself. And Edgar shows up and surprises them, and they kill him with the first thing at hand, the award. So, it was an accident? After all this, I can hardly believe it. Your testimony, along with everything here, will be more than enough evidence to put Beatrice and her little operation away.
Good. She needs to stop hurting people.
Well, don't get too excited. You're still an accomplice, Duncan. I can't overlook that. I can keep you safe, but I can't stop the courts. I'll need you to come with me to the police station.
I understand, Detective. I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions. Can I have a few moments for myself? I don't have much here, but have some things in my shack I'd like to collect.
Sure, I'll meet you at the top. Ramon, I solved it. It was Beatrice. Duncan's been dressing up as Mousezilla for her and selling fluff out of Eustace's mausoleum. He's been out of his head on fluff dust, but I cured him with some worms. That bit sounds a little bit mad, but it's the truth. That is strong. Feeling a little woozy. You'd better move away.